So hey everybody! I am doing a really quick September haul because we are very quickly losing light. This is the last haul you're gonna see for the end of the year probably because my husband and I have made a pact to no longer buy books. We've been going book buying crazy and we need to rein back a little bit. So we've agreed no more book purchases for the rest of the year because our birthdays are both in December as well as Christmas, and we still have so many books we have to get through and read. So for the next 3 months, no purchases. I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal because, I mean, you know, we still have a lot to read, and then we have our birthdays and the holiday coming up. We're going to get a lot of books gifted to us in December. So this is probably the last haul you're going to see from me. So I'll go through, I don't know, maybe 10 books, and we'll go from there. Let's see what I got. The first book that I have, I bought at Half Price Books. It is Jonathan Tropper's This Is Where I Leave You. Have never read it, and I have not seen the film, right? This is a film. I think so. Haven't seen either, read either, and it was like $4 or $5, so I was like, yeah, I've heard amazing things, so that's added to my list of books I've got to get read. The next one I picked up at, I got this at the Goodwill for $1, and it is Michael Cunningham's The Hours, and I just read this the other night. It was fabulous. I don't remember if I gave this a 4 or a 5 star, but, it's so amazingly written. I have seen the movie. I saw the movie years ago before I even knew that it was made from a novel. And even though I kind of knew the big things that happened because I've seen the movie, it didn't really detract from my reading. I thought it was just like gorgeously written. There were these long passages, just that for pages and pages, I was reading with my mouth hanging open because there was like 3 or 4 pages that he just wrote about a young kid scooping flour out of a bag to help his mom make a cake. And just like, I never thought that you could write something so simple as sifting flour into this amazingly beautiful passage that I was just like, it was so beautiful. And that's like my favorite part of the whole book. Not really, but it was one of the best written parts. So this was such a pleasure to read. I'm so glad that I got it. And for $1 too, hello. The next purchase was another Half Price Books purchase. And it's We Are the Ants by Sean David Hutchinson. I've heard amazing things about it. I read the first chapter. Not because, and I stopped, not because I got distracted. I wasn't supposed to read this book yet. I'm waiting to read this book. I just kind of wanted to see what the first chapter, how it read, and I like that. I've heard really great things about it, and it's a really pretty book, so I got this for $8 or $9. So pretty good considering the list price is $18, so yeah, I'm really excited to read this. I've heard so many good things about that book. If you can guess it, I got another book from Half Price Books. That's been my like new place to go for books anymore. And I got Girls on Fire. I was recommended this by a couple friends of mine. Haven't started reading it. This is going to be something that I'm going to be reading in October or November. The next book I picked up was The Love That Split the World by Emily Henry. 2 of my very good friends here on BookTube recommended this book to me. I thought it was okay. I don't know if I gave it a 3 or a 3.5 or something. I don't remember. And it's one of the prettiest books that I own, so that's a good thing. Next one was The Wrath and the Dawn by Renee Ahdieh. Once again, I've heard amazing things about this book. It is not the cover that I wanted the hardcover version, but this is, I mean, it's obviously okay. This is the soft cover, and it's not really my genre. Like, this is like palace, fantasy, kingdom fiction, and that's not what I ever read, but I've heard it just amazing reviews, and it's more YA, I'm pretty sure. And every time I pick up another YA book, I tell myself to stop reading YA because I just don't really care for it. Like, it has to be something exceptional for me to love. But I couldn't say no. I've been hearing amazing things forever. So, and I just started reading this. I'm on like chapter 3. I just started reading it last night, and I like it so far. So I'm gonna keep picking away at it every evening until I get this thing done. So. Finally get into this one. These last 2, if you are partaking in this bookathon, you are going to get a little sneak peek at my TBR. I can't keep it completely secret. The first is The Telling by Alexandra Sarowi, and oh my gosh, oh, there a bookmark fell out of it, but listen, that wasn't a surprise. It's a signed copy. We have contacted Alexandra, and we informed her about the Spookathon, and and that we're all doing a buddy read of this book during the readathon, and she gifted the hosts a signed copy. She said that she was going to send us a copy if we didn't already have one, which I did not, but she didn't say she was going to sign it, so that's amazing. So this is part of my haul, and this also is so beautiful, and it's got this red, the shiny red on the side. So I hope, I mean, with the light being kind of poor, I hope you can really see the cover. But this is the book that we are all going to be buddy reading for the Spookathon. So I got that this month. And the last book that I picked up this month was an unintentional find. And it's the book I'm most excited about acquiring for the entire month. And it is Disappearance at Devil's Rock by Paul Tremblay. I read I don't know if it was his first novel, but the most recent book of his that I read was A Head Full of Ghosts, and it was my favorite horror book I read this year, and one of my favorite horror thriller mysteries of all time. And this book came out in May, and I've been waiting to read it until the Spookathon. So, little sneak peek again, the second book that I'm going to be kind of giving away as far as what I'm reading for the Spookathon is this book, and I found it at Half Price Books, and I did not expect to find it there, so I grabbed it while I could because it was the only copy that was there, and I didn't know if I would ever find it again. I didn't have to buy it full price online if I didn't have to. So this is another book that I'm going to be reading for the Spookathon, but you're not going to know any other books. Those are the only two that you're going to know, darn it. So these are all the books that I picked up this month, September. So, oh my gosh, they're gonna fall. They're gonna fall. So 8 books, and this combined with all the other unreads on my shelf will last me through, you know, at least November. So, plus I have my library that I am trying to encourage myself to utilize more. I'm gonna put this down. Hold on. So let me know if there's any of those books that you have loved and read, and maybe after I finish The Wrath in the Dawn, and if it's not one of my Spookathon books, what should I pick up next? Because I've heard good things about almost everything in that pile. I need something to say, start this next. And I guess that's it. I have no light. This thing is going to be so dark by the time I am done. So I will see you guys later, and stay tuned for Spookathon stuff. Yes, you better be participating. We're going to have a marvelous time. And I'm going to go eat dinner because it should be here by now. Bye!